Welcome back to our Dominate Your Dynasty series. Here we are on year 3, week 2. All right, we gave ourselves, we got all the forces in. So, in your dynasty, you're obviously playing these games for coach abilities. Since we don't have anyone visit this week, we need to get a little bit extra here. I like these DB. I like these boosts. We need, let's see, did we get it? Alright, so we got tactician, and the bottom left's our active perk. Otherwise, you'd go straight to strategist. Let's see, we're gonna need one more in recruiter, so we're just gonna do that this week. Do quarterback. We're probably gonna need one more. No, tactician's still the active perk. Okay, we're good. Next week we're gonna buy strategist, but since we don't have any recruits visiting and it's week 2, you just want normal tactician because strategist wouldn't do anything. Alright, so now we go to our top 5. Going championship contender. Aspirational goal is always a good one. Those paired up will tell you most of what's left. Let's see, we have 35 hours. We need to find someone to take 50 off. Alright, this guy we can relax. We can take this 50 off for now. So we need to schedule a visit for this guy and this left tackle. They're both cheap. We need to find left tackle's best pitch as well. Hopefully it doesn't go crazy. Whenever it rains here, this house makes all kinds of weird noises. Alright, not bad though. It's one of 3 options. Hopefully it's house call or status seeker. We got 20 extra hours. I don't think no one fell off our board. I think we got to keep that 25 on him. This one's not looking too good. Clemson's not going after him too hard. I might switch and just put 10 for this guy for 1 week. And because we're just trying to hop over Cleveland or Clemson. Cleveland. Man, Clemson's just barely holding us out on a bunch of these guys. It's pretty annoying. I need to go back. See where we took. Yeah, we took the 50 off him. We could take this 50 off him. That might be worth it. None of these schools are really going for him too crazy. We got a decent pipeline. Keep a 50 on him. Just trying to get on as many top 5s as possible. Okay, we definitely don't need the 50 on him. Man, all these schools. I guess the playing time might save us. I don't know, I guess we'll actually go for him. I think I said last week we're not going for him, but we kind of need to put the 50 on him or him. But they got so much better pipelines, we might just let them win. Put 50 on him, and then we're gonna put the 10 back on this guy. ready for next week. Should get a nice little boost. Yeah, just remember, Strategist isn't going to help you if you don't have anyone visiting. You got to make sure you schedule those visits. Alright, so now we definitely have people visiting this week. So we're going to buy our Strategist. And we need to make it our active perk. I usually always start with either linemen. Actually, we're due receivers. Okay, it's already our active perk, so I made a mistake of doing the lineman, but that's fine. Let's take it all the way down. I like to take it down to mind reader so you can see their perks. Alright, so now we're top 5. See, aspirational goals is a good one. Now, if I probably should have waited one extra week. If I did a week 4, then I could have scheduled one of these receivers with a complimentary visit too. But we've got more. We've got more guys on our board, more quarterbacks. This might be the only. Is this the only proximity home with playing time? It is. They changed it. It was like I feel like I knew all the pitches pretty well last year. Then they changed them all up like slightly this year, which it's fair. They had way too many that were playing time, or proximity to home was like every one. That is not a good pitch for us. See, this is one where you could try to sway them. But I don't know, it might not be worth it. I don't know how we're a B plus on championship contender when we've won 2 straight championship. That always pisses me off. Championship contender is one of the most broken ones they got. I hope they fix it next year. They just need to add something. I've seen so many posts on Reddit, and I made a post last year. I remember I made the post last year, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're an idiot. You've got you got a bad whatever the blue chip ratio." I was like, "Yeah, maybe, but there's a lot more to it than just that." Yeah, I was like, everyone was telling me how wrong I was, and I like went back and did the math. I'm like, nah, I'm definitely right. And I just didn't bother posting. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I could hit these guys with proof, and they're still not gonna believe me. They're still gonna call me an idiot or whatever. Like I said, it's always best to put a full 50 to guys if you can. We did get locked out of this guy. They snuck us. They snuck us off their board. Oh, we passed Michigan. That's good. Alright, we're gonna find one guy now. We're deep enough in the season now where you probably want to look at guys with no offers. Yeah, especially this guy's perfect. We're 9th on the board. Could also mean he's bad though, so you know. Actually, wait, I should look first. Okay, no, we don't know his trait, but I can guess it's impact or normal. based on no one going for him and his pro potential. Yeah, a lot of good teams would have a shot at him. Still no offers on a lot of these guys. Alright, Ole Miss is actually going for this guy. He's a 5-star. Yeah, it's probably time to just put our hours into him. This guy's got a ton of people going for him as well. Oh, wait. I didn't schedule any visits. I don't think I really have any. Yeah, but I don't have any complimentary visits, so it's kind of best if you wait in that scenario. Another guy fell off our board. I don't get why in these offline franchises it doesn't really show. It doesn't show your coach XP as much. Alright, since we don't have any visits, you can go back and do this. Let me see here though. We might just buy Scheme Guru because we'll get extra for a win. Let's see what that does. Okay, that didn't. It didn't switch our active perk though. Let's see, that didn't switch our active perk either. Is this? What's going on here? Is it because I have to actually buy in Scheme Guru? Oh man. Because Strategist should not be our active perk still. I'm confused. We've definitely spent more in Scheme Guru. Let's go take this. Might have found a weird. Okay, Scheme Guru. But yeah, I don't know if this juggling is the move because you use like a lot of your coach XP in tactician, and I don't. Like, tactician's fine, but I'd prefer not to use tactician as much as possible. So we really need to get these visits going. All right, we're good on the visits now for next week. Yeah, we got a ton of guys that can visit. Do not have a ton of hours though. Oh, look at how close that is. Georgia's probably still going to beat us, but we made that a lot closer visit than it should be. Okay, we're gonna get this visit going for both of these guys. Guy's already got a visit going. Another cheap visit for us. But yeah, you're kind of your main thing here is you're just kind of juggling hours. Guess on this guy. Got first place. Actually, we're gonna put the 20 back on this guy too. Oh, maybe. Still need more hours. Coach champion. Okay, we know this guy's pitch, so it's worth putting on him. But you saw like why you got to be pretty regimented in like what you pick for your coach abilities because it can definitely mess it up a little bit if you make one wrong decision. That's part of why I'm doing this series. I'm kind of learning. I'm trying to learn the process to do it as optimal as possible. Could do it. How are we looking for this guy? Oh wow, we got two. Like, and yeah, always check to make sure you got the right pitch. It's easy to get the wrong one, and if you got 40 hours, you might think you got the right one on there. I think, isn't that gonna be his only one? No. Okay, it's gotta be football influencer, so put that 40 back onto him, especially because we need to catch up to Georgia. We don't really have a shot. Alright, check to make sure these guys all have the right pitch. This pitch still sucks for this guy. I don't know how we're gonna win him with a bad pitch and no visit. That's why you focus on the guys close to you. Like, he's got an expensive visit and he's got a bad proximate home. Like, you gotta get really lucky in that scenario. Look at this guy, because the visit. Tennessee's probably good. If they win, they're going to get him more than likely. See, I'm trying to decide if I want to put. I think I need to. I'm gonna put this guy on a visit. But yeah, see, it's one of the, I showed you before, but you see, like, we're getting the same boost from a rivalry game against a bad team as we are against Ohio State. Think how silly that is. And same with UC. I mean, if you get a loss, though, it's really bad for a visit, but I mean, you should never lose to a lower tier opponent. Alright, we need to find 5 more hours somewhere. Oh, perfect. Look at that. We could take this 50 off him if we wanted as well, but we got a few weeks before these visits, so I'm not too worried. We should check those. Oh, our pipeline's up to 4 now. Our coach bought a perk. Hey, that's what I love seeing that. I was like, how do we all of a sudden have a 4-star pipeline? Alright, we're looking good. Let's see, it's week 4. Yeah, if you're not sure if you have a visit or not, you can always go and check into this visit scheduled. You can just scroll through it real quick. I got 3-3. Like, no, we don't have anyone visiting this week. So my coach, he's on Scheme Guru. That's good. And if you look too, I think Scheme Guru only costs us 20, and I think that usually costs you like 30 points or more. That's also because of this build with the Louisville coach. But you notice how many like players of the weeks our players win because we're an independent. Like, we're only fighting with Notre Dame. All right, so now we got visits going again. We're just gonna get our active perk back to Strategist. Unfortunately, yeah, we fell off. Fell off I believe that was the lead dev quarterback. Bummer. But what can you do? They have better pipelines than us. Alright, we got a ton of guys still ready for visit. You have good pipeline on. So you would definitely want to, I would focus on your worst pipeline visits first. Like, if you have a 4-star pipeline or tier 2 pipeline, you're going to want to go on the tier 2 first. Because this is just amplifying. Like, yeah, like this one's perfect. We've got a 1 pipeline, and look at how cheap this is. also want like the most complimentary visits. Championship contender. Still B plus. So annoying. I mean it's a lot. Like it's really important if your championship contender is a B plus instead of an A plus. That's gonna affect your recruiting a lot. So it's really annoying that that's broken. All these teams, we really need to schedule this guy for like week 7 visit. I think one of those went down. I thought program tradition was like an A. Or maybe it was a C and now it's a B. We really need to put him in a week 7 visit. But we don't have any complimentary to go with it, so I think we're probably just gonna lose that guy. Not much we can do. We could take our hours off of him. This guy visits this week. We know his pitch. So, yeah, you always want to. I always have hours on guys when they're visiting because you never know. This guy could go from being like half full to being completely committed just from that visit. I don't like to. I think some people like to just like take their hours off when they're visiting that week because they know they're gonna get a big boost. But I want to do both. I want to get the big boost and the visit. Your goal is to sign the guys as fast as possible. So then those hours can be allocated to someone else. Man, we got these guys ready. We got these guys ready for a visit, but we don't have a quarterback. Let me check, see if we have a quarterback ready that's almost in the top 5. No, we don't. This guy's not really close. So we just got to wait. We're gonna have to do another defensive visit for week 7. But it's fine. I think we got a ton of defensive guys that are ready to visit still. Actually, not really. We got a few. Yeah, it's always good to schedule a little ahead. Just don't go crazy with it. I could schedule one of these because when you got so many receivers like this that all need visits, you can throw one on to like the end of a visit. Like you already have. I could do this where I put them with 4, but since it's a week away, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait. Make sure that all these guys have their proper pitch. Or at least a good guess. Yeah, let's see, we know this guy's pitch. We're gonna save 10 hours. We need our quarterbacks to start throwing. I don't know what's with our playing style. Okay, I think I'm gonna do something. We're gonna test something for you guys. Because Louisville's playbook seems to be ass. I'm gonna put a different playbook on and see if we get that playing style grade up. So yeah, we've done that. We have a 93 overall quarterback and good receivers. There's no reason why we should have an F playing style. Like we're not throwing the ball to our receivers. Yeah, and you don't want to count completely on your visit. You definitely you need to get some hours. You need we need to find this guy's main pitch. We need to catch up to Wisconsin. Especially since none of these teams have Michigan's the only one with a better pipeline than us. And they're not really going after the guy. We really need this visit to come in big for this guy. Championship. I think the only one for championship contender in proximity to home. No, we don't have any more hours. That's fine. Make sure these guys are on there. See why you always check. Especially when I'm going through it fast like this. It's very, very easy to forget that I don't have the right pitch on a guy. But I mean, if you're focused on like jumping in and playing your games, that you could forget as well. So let's keep it in mind. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna change our playbooks. Let's see. If I remember where. Schema playbook. We're gonna change to Ohio State because that's the one that I always use. Or if I'm using a base playbook, I always use my custom playbook. I'm not in any leagues where customs aren't allowed. Alright, let's see if that helps. And it's fitting we're playing against Ohio State this week, so. And still no one committed. It's week 5. Week 5 is usually the week where guys start committing. Come on, coaches. What are we doing? I think this is the guy. Yeah, that was the guy I said that we probably weren't going to sign anyway, so that's not that big of a deal. Save us some hours. We probably should have took his hours off last week, but always start with the ready for busy guy. We're just waiting on a quarterback. But now that we're down to it though, yeah, we're gonna put this guy on this week 7 visit because we don't have any other defensive players that can visit. So we're just gonna throw him on to the end. He's not gonna have any complimentary visits, but even without a complimentary visit, you're still gonna get a big boost from getting a win. Yeah, we like. Do I need to turn the quarters up? Maybe I need to turn. They're simming my guys to only 5 quarters, so they're not having any yards. I don't think that's how it works, but who knows? You never know with EA. It's got to be that one. Yeah, it's the playing style is really killing us, recruiting receivers. Yeah, that's why I made the video. Like the playing style is super important. I mean, it's hard for me to recruit linebackers when I'm playing all the games because my linebackers just don't get a lot of tackles. And there's not really anything I can do about that. And I could start putting them at edge rusher and have them rush the quarterback more, but then I'm gonna have bad deal breaker on my edge rushers. Yeah, this is not looking good. Usually the team with the better pipeline wins, but a 3-star pipeline is not a huge deal compared to a 2-star is not that there's not that big of a difference between these two pipelines. But like it like gets more and more. Like the difference between a 5 and a 4 is huge. It's a little less each way down. Damn, neither one of these. Can't be too many pitches left. Okay, so it's hometown hero. That's a decent pitch for us, Dan. Like, I mean, you see, we're still struggling. still struggling since our championship contender is only a B+, even though we're undefeated and we've beat a bunch of good teams. Okay, we got to a point where we can't really schedule any more visits. You know, these guys are cheap, and we have some guys or some spots on our board that are open. So we're right in the middle of the season. You gotta do the no offers, guys. There's still quite a few no offers, and you kind of want to look at. Okay, we can get this guy off our board too. It's fine. Okay, yeah, we have a few spots on our board. So I've been focused on the visits. But yeah, always go for these guys that are like 9th and 10th first. See if any of them, do we scout, we get any of their traits. Okay, we don't know any of their traits. That's good. But yeah, you want to offer all these guys scholarships. You see why you don't necessarily need to go for receivers early. I mean, there's like 12 receivers on our board, and half of them aren't even being recruited. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this guy heavy because there's a lot of people going for him. Let me start at the top of my board though. Still no one going for most of these guys. This guy, see, all these teams are getting close. You know, we're just gonna put. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure we get him. We want to make sure we get him as well. We'll just put 10 to one of these random guys. There we go, finally. Tyrone Bobo. Another guy, 2 more guys fell off our board. Yeah, we're struggling. It's been a rough year so far for recruits. I'm telling you that, like that B plus championship contender doesn't seem like much, but it is. If you see it at the top right though, like we're up to 44, so we're like leveling up as fast as we were last year, but we're at a higher level. So yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show your coach XP on the bottom. Damn, we're still. I think we're just gonna put some of these guys to visits. Might have lost out on this guy because we waited too long to put a visit on him. This guy that we're really looking at. We don't have good pipelines on either of these guys. These tackles. I use most of my defensive guys, so I don't think that guy's gonna have it. And then we're gonna wait on these two. Hopefully that quarterback is in his top 5 soon. We might. Yeah, he's going pretty slow. We need to put 50 hours to him, but I don't know if I have the 50. Perfect. Oh, Michigan, don't do it to me. These recruiting battles are hell. You just never win them. It's so annoying. They're unwinnable unless you have a good pipeline. And not even good. You have to have the 5-star pipeline. Like you have to have the best pipeline. It's not even about a good pipeline. This is crazy. This is the #1 recruit, and no one's going for him. You know, I want to make sure we're on our board. I don't want some team stealing him after we've had him on our board for like 7 weeks. Another good player. Wait, let's get these 10 hours back. Oh yeah, I need to add guys to the board too. Usually the steps I go as I go visits, then I add guys to the board. Give scholarships. Actually, visits, then I take the guys that got in the top 5, I take them to 50, I go to ideal pitch, and then I add guys to the board. It's surprising some of these guys are still on the board. Definitely I would say go for non-receivers first. It's just a bunch of random guys. Surprised. These guys must have bad traits. Like our athlete thumpers, especially 5 stars. I mean, even if this guy's a normal trait, he's gonna be like 88 speed stud. We got some pipelines thinking about joining in on this guy. And you're gonna see, and the recruiting, or like watching the recruiting, you're like, nah, like man, it's kind of rough for winning 2 championships, man. Georgia's really just picking us apart, but you'll see when we get to year 5 or 6, then we're gonna start steamrolling the computer, getting like 10 or 15 5 stars each cycle. Make sure you take the extra hours off these guys too. Georgia, they had a way better pipeline than us. Some of these middle schools are tough to recruit on. Like Tennessee, sounds like that'd be a fun dynasty. I did that and it was rough. It was rough. Schedule this guy to visit again for Texas, but might be out of luck. Auburn might sign him this week. It's usually what it does. I feel like the computer really, I said it before, but they like really cheat too. Like, oh, I'm signing this guy this week, or I'm about to sign him, or I'm gonna have a visit next week, and the computer's like, nope, no, you're not. We're signing him this week. We're getting the artificial cheese boost. But yeah, Tennessee and Louisville. And like I said, Louisville doesn't we have a 4-star Miami pipeline now, but we didn't even have that to begin the season. All right, now see this one. This one's one that's possible. This guy might be good because he's got a playing style deal breaker. But any of these like conference or coach prestige, and none of these big schools are going for him, probably means they're not good. I don't know. Some guys are just under recruited. You never know. But that's the general rule. Because they, like I've said before, the computer knows everyone's traits. And they don't really fake it either. They're going for all the guys with elite dev first. And they're trying to cheat you. It doesn't matter. I definitely notice it in like these offline dynasties, but damn, he's gonna go to A&M because they just got the right time visit. Yeah, even in online dynasties, I noticed the computer cheating too. All right, Wisconsin, you want to play? Gotta get our guy. He's a star, and we don't want Ohio State jumping in on this guy. This guy, we're still good because we got way better pipeline than any other team. Only way we'd have trouble with this guy is if Kentucky hopped in. Same with this, we're in the top 8. No one else has a better pipeline, or even close. Like if you have like a 3-tier pipeline difference, you can really kind of relax, especially when no one else is offered a scholarship. Let's put 50 to get on top of these guys' board. Put 10 on this guy. It's fine. Maybe actually, our 10 might be better. I don't know. I mean, it's probably a lost cause either way. This guy's probably going to A&M, but maybe they lose. Maybe A&M plays like Alabama or something this week, and we get lucky. Oh man, that was a big week. A big week of losing too. That guy did go to him. Okay, it showed our XP. There you go, 13,000 XP for like 1 or 2 players visiting. Like, actually, I think we had 3. I think week 8 was a good week. I think this week is the week we only have like 1 guy visiting. But yeah, it's brutal. These teams are killing us right now. It's because we're going for a lot of good guys though. Like my strategy is always to go for the best guys, even if you don't have like a good pipeline. It's gonna be a lot harder to win, but I think it's good practice too. Because if you can win, you learn how to win against teams with better pipelines than you. Like you're unstoppable. All right, there's not many guys that are open left. There's actually a good amount. Probably just about everyone left though is not going to be good. These guys are probably all normal traits. But hey, at this point, we just gotta get some guys on our roster. One more. Yeah, usually, even though it doesn't really tell you how their rank is gonna tell you how good they are, I still use that just to put guys on the board because the earlier guys seem to get recruited first. All right, this guy's got impact. Wait, is it impact and 84 speed? Okay, yeah, that guy's. Let's see, don't want him. Don't want him. We're definitely not gonna fight. If that guy had no offers, like maybe, but we're not going into recruiting like an actual battle for someone like that. Give all these guys scholarship. Yeah, it feels like our first year was our best year of recruiting. Cause last year was kind of rough too. We had a lot of guys with normal traits. That wasn't a great year for us either. Let's see, we have guy here. Okay, we got 2 guys we could put on complementary visits. Still, I'm telling you, that B plus championship contender is really burying us. It's the little things in these recruiting battles. And like that makes a big difference. Oh, that's the other good thing about Strategist, you know, see at the bottom right how it's like knocking down what we like the need. So you can have a worse grade and these guys will still be able to be on your board because it just knocks down what you need a little bit. Strategist and talent developer, like that, they're easily the top two most important to me. And I mean like then like CEO and program builder, but they have like those are the hardest to get. I would still put strategist and talent developer above those two. Assuming this guy's good because USC wants him really bad. Man, Louisville's academic prestige is that bad? That's kind of wild. Oh, that is a little thing. Like when you're choosing a school, you cannot change academic prestige or campus lifestyle. So that when I'm like in the different tiers, like if my league's a 1.5 star, I want the team with the best academic and campus lifestyle because those can't change. That's how I pick teams a lot. Let's see here. Oh, Georgia, these bastards. That is one thing. If you want some of these guys, you need to go for them before Georgia gets involved because we're probably just not going to win this guy anymore. We don't have a shot. Not much we can do there. I think I'm going to put this guy in a visit next week. We don't have any complimentary, but USC is going for him like crazy. Actually, we do have him scouted already. Got a ton of extra hours. Yeah, Georgia's is going to catch us for that guy. It's not much. Not much we can do but hope and pray. Okay, Florida's going after this guy. But that's why it's dangerous to wait. If you really want a guy, you gotta get him. You gotta just go after him. Oh, now Indiana's on this guy, and even TCU's coming in. I might just like set up the perfect class so I lose everybody. Happens sometimes. There's not. Especially like, I mean, I feel like if you're in an online dynasty, you're gonna be able to get away with some stuff. But if you're going against all the computer, it's tough if you don't have just the best pipelines, the best coaches. I mean, we're just losing guys left and right. Got a little XP, but I think that was only one guy visiting. We got 5,000 XP. There you go. All right. Is our guys starting to play better now? I changed playbooks. I haven't been paying attention to playing style. Yeah, I don't. Have we gotten any of the star guys we looked at the beginning? This guy might be our only chance. Man, it's rough. But yeah, like I said, it's great. Now our championship, our contender is finally an A minus, but we're at week 10. Like the damage has been done. Our recruiting class is way worse than it should be. It's okay. Even when this happens, though, we're gonna kill it on the portal. Like we're gonna have so many extra players come in the portal, and room for extra players too. I'm glad they fixed the portal. It was kind of rough at the beginning of the year, but they fixed it because it's just how teams build these days too. You can't have. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think guys should be in their top 8 at all, whether it's the portal or like the preseason recruiting, unless they're playing time. It doesn't really make sense otherwise. At least that's how I think of it. All right, this is our only chance. We gotta get this guy in a visit. All right, we got a complimentary visit. That's good. And then we're probably gonna throw one of these receivers on a visit too. Probably this guy. We could put these guys on our visit for next week. I think we're gonna wait. Yeah. USC is going for us. That's the other thing too. Since our Kentucky pipeline, you don't have many players in it. Like, it's another rough thing. Yeah, because well, I mean, I showed you this year. There was like no good quarterbacks in our pipeline. I only think there's a 3-star from our pipeline this year. This makes it tough. Oh, I want to look at the quarterback, see if he's getting ready. No, bro, is still not close to top 5. Indiana's going for him as well. Yeah, get me out of Louisville. I need that offer. Dabo or Kirby Smart, give me that offer, please. I'm tired. No more bad recruiting classes, please. All right, we know our pitch. Is this another? We might get him. Come on, we need to get lucky. God, it's crazy. That's because that pro potential is. See, it's like we're just getting. It's the perfect storm. We're just getting messed up by every different angle. Our championship contender wasn't good. Our pro potential was rough. Yeah, I mean, it's partly my fault. I probably could have hit the. I could have got better O linemen in the portal. Because our O line was pretty rough last year. Playing style is bad, even though we've won every game. Like, our guys just aren't getting. We're just winning. We're not getting any sacks, any receptions. We're winning all our games, like 10-7 probably. It's rough. But yeah, if I was playing through any games in this dynasty, like sometimes even if I'm doing a sim dynasty, I'll just play some of the games just so I can like feed the receivers a bunch of receptions so the playing style is better. Alright, we're gonna give our 50 to this guy, so hopefully we can get him in the top 5 on a visit. Week 12 maybe. Wisconsin. Wisconsin's really involved here. Make sure we get in that guy's top 8. I don't know what Michigan State's doing. Okay, so this one's the guy we go. 'Cause apparently Indiana was going for him pretty heavy, and then their championship contender, they just stopped winning games. Yeah, so like championship contender, playing style, and playing time are the ones where like good players might slip through the cracks. Oh man, I don't know how we're not signing anybody. Our coach even got his Miami pipeline, or like both of our Florida pipelines got upgraded, and we're still cannot win any recruiting battles. It's pretty impressive, honestly. Oh, there we go. As soon as I said something, everybody's going after this guy. Now Clemson, they get a big boost on him too. See how we're looking. We're just gonna put as many guys in as we can. See, and this is the problem. If you don't get anybody signed, like you see, we're still fighting for these guys way late into the season. I think he's just gonna sign with Michigan. What even is that? Illinois? I mean, is it even worth putting that guy in a visit? I don't know. Even if it's 10 hours, I still don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, you see, our hours are just spread too thin since we haven't got anyone signed this whole season. Like even these teams with no pipelines are starting to get confident on us. You know, we're just gonna go heavy for this guy. Can't take any more risk. No one's willing to sign. I'll put a guy on our board even though we're not gonna have hours for him. Maybe I will end up going for this impact dev guy. Man, what a rough year. Man, brutal. Can't win. This might be my worst year recruiting ever. Wild. Where are we? Wait. Oh, we're number 2. For something like it, my brain played a trick on me and it looked like we were unranked. I'm like, how is that possible? This is incredible. At least our coach XP is going up. That's like the only win from this year. What are we at? We're at level. Oh, it won't even tell me. Level 47. Okay, you see, we're going up well and level. That is all we're doing well. Man, it's incredible. And everybody's locked out now. We don't have shots anymore. We're just done. There's no way we're getting this guy either. Oklahoma's in on this guy. What happened? The computer went insane. The computer recruited better than they did patch it today. That's my excuse. The computer they patched now. Recruiting is impossible. That's my excuse. Oh, it's like what? Alright, so now no JUCO kicker. So, I mean, you see, like, there's no. This is Kentucky. There was. Is that one? got like 14 recruits in Kentucky this year that were 3 stars or better, and if you look, 3 of them are JUCOs, one of them's a kicker. Like, I don't know. They were trolling me with this recruiting class. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the portal. This is just gonna this is gonna be a how to recruit only in the portal. We'll give these. We'll give. Oh, yeah, okay, at least he's not a normal trader or something. I guess I'll find 2 more 3 stars to just get like, cause we might be forced. We might be forced to go for some 3-star prospects. Okay, I mean these Florida receivers might be good. We're too late to give any of these guys visits. Alright, so what you could do, let's see, what are we? This week 12. Okay, so we got one more week of visits. This week's our last week. We can't schedule obviously though for this week. Okay, we got all these guys on their ideal pitches, but based on how it's going, none of them are gonna want to sign with us. All the recruits hate us this year. They're really pissed off we won 2 championships in a row, and none of them are from our state. See, this one might be my fault. Who knows how long this guy's been on the wrong pitches. That one's on me. Will this video be posted? Who knows? Crazy to me that we recruited better as a 3-star than we did this year. Maybe I got too cocky. It's like, oh, we can sign these guys from California with no pipeline. I don't even want to put hours to those guys. Those guys are lost causes. But maybe we'll get to the portal and those guys will still be unsigned. So we'll get lucky. Alright, we're taking no more chances. We gotta bring in this 5-star from Kentucky. We gotta bring this receiver from Kentucky. No more messing around. Like, Tulane's even gonna beat us out for this guy. It's all bad. It's impossible. All of the best coaches went to Ohio schools and Kentucky schools. So even within our state, we're gonna be out of state. We're gonna be by all the normal coaches. Every week, second place, second place, second place. There you go, Dante Moore. At least you did something. Gotta fire all our coaches. They can't recruit for shit. I'm really at a loss for words. This is genuinely shocking. I should have known when we had no one signed through. We had no one signed through 5 weeks. I should have known then it was gonna be rough. Where to go for this guy? Contested specialist. Alright, but since this one's an away game, because because your rivalries are going to switch every year, especially these ones that are locked. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch our coach. Where is it? Switch him to Scheme Guru. I like these, like, I mean, there's a lot of like kind of interesting ones in Scheme Guru. I don't know how useful they really are, but okay, we got Scheme Guru back. And I mean, you're gonna want Scheme Guru for the playoffs as well when you're a coordinator, since you can't get the bonus for winning a playoff game. You're gonna want Scheme Guru on for the whole playoffs as well. Come on, Stump, you're our last chance. At least we got Kentucky locked out of you, so we can hopefully win you as a recruit. Like, I forgot I was live. I mean, there's nothing much. You can see what's going on. I thought that said Boise State had a 5-star pipeline. I'm like, what are we doing? We got all normal coaches on the good teams, and we have all crazy program builder coaches on these lower teams, making recruiting impossible. And I'm just imagining things at this point. Alright, Tulane, get out of here. Alright, I want to take it all the way to the offers, because I need to see what my offers are. I mean, this is crazy. Every week it's just like 5 guys get knocked off our board. We're setting single season records. It doesn't matter. One thing I could have done during the season, because I mean we needed it, is for these recruiting, I could upgrade players. So say if I upgraded, Dante Moore, yeah, he got a decent amount of points. But if I upgraded one of his to hit a cap, that's gonna help us during the season as well. Because you can get the recruiting boost it's not just for the beginning of the year. You can get the recruiting boost at any time. So it's good to like upgrade your players along the way. But obviously we're going through it pretty fast. It's just getting straight bullied by these teams. Our 50 hours is not worth shit. I don't think I've ever had it where we get one player this far. Like, I mean, I can't think of any dynasty last year either. This is incredible to me. It's so bad we're putting JUCO guys on our board. said, you look like we have decent pipelines too. We're struggling to get 3 stars. Maybe they did like a big update to recruiting and like maybe all the schools recruit like in a decent fashion now. I don't know. This is insane. Okay, but we better get this mock guy. We better get him. We have a full like A pitches on that guy too. And I know what our portal video is gonna be on this season. Ugh, another guy we're gonna lose. Brutal. Yeah, so this might be a good video of what not to do on your for your recruiting class. Yeah, I'm impressed. Could not dream of having this bad of a recruiting class. Come on, let's get our second recruit, boys. There we go. Hey, we got 2. Wait, wasn't that was a guy from North Carolina? I thought for sure we were gonna lose him. Oh no, it's a different guy. Yeah, see the guy, the North Carolina. We did lose the North Carolina guy. Impressive. Got locked out of that guy too. Great stuff. It's good to see. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't checking the guys to make sure they all had the right pitches enough. We will see. But I guarantee you it'll never be this bad again. No shot. Look at it, just all the guys that are openers, JUCOs. Kentucky might just be a brutal pipeline. I don't know. See, maybe that was what it was. I wasn't paying attention enough to my I wasn't paying attention enough to the right picks, the right pitches. It is early in the morning, maybe that's my excuse. I didn't have my coffee yet. I don't drink coffee. Pro potential and brand exposure. But yeah, we're recording this on October 30th. If this patch was really really difficult for recruiting. You won't even hear it from me first. Unless you're watching on Twitch. This place. Oops. The wrong pitch. So you gotta always pay attention to your deal breaker when you're picking. What pitch? Oh, Wisconsin fell off. We actually have a shot at this guy. Damn. See, that's why you should always put hours to guys. You just never know. You never know, and especially with certain pitches, like I said, playing style or championship contender. Like those are going to be the ones where guys just fall off throughout the year. All right. At the end of the brutal season of recruiting. There we go. So you just had to be patient. I got a few guys in. Hey, we'll take it. Hey, there we go. See, we're turning around. We're turning around. We just had to wait till signing day. These dudes better all have good trades. Imagine we get like 8 guys and they're all just normal trades. Interesting. Florida running back would never, because if you had that many yards, that means they're winning games. All right, job offers. What are we looking here? Clemson, DC. Might be doing that. Might be doing that. Let's see. If Dabo's still their coach, I'm definitely going there. Ooh, let's go. Hey, this is where it starts, boys. All right, we're gonna see our National Sign Day. How we do? How we do? Because if all these guys have good traits, I'm like, okay, definitely could get. All right, let's see. For our new team, what we got? Impact. Come on, Dabo. What are we doing? What are we doing, Dabo? Another impact, Dabo. We're shitting the bed here. I see why you need to bring me on. I understand now. Normal. Okay. Good. We missed out on him. And even these 3 stars are all. Yeah, I feel like they patched it. I don't know. Like there's no way it's this difficult all of a sudden. Elite. Okay. Normal. Impact. Star. Not a great class, but hey, we got a sneaky elite in there. We stole one off Georgia. Let's see, I want to check. How's Clemson doing? They're doing very well. How are we? Wait. Are we like close to? Bro, what? Ohio State even came back on us on the 1 star or on the Kentucky guy? It's because that pro potential, bro. Brutal recruiting class. All right. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later.